Hey, my name's Lance Cogdill. I'm here to talk about the hero's journey. If you're a band watching this, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. The hero's journey is basically a journey that men go on. Okay, it's like a rite of passage. Now, it used to happen a lot earlier in life, but life's crazy now. There's so many distractions. So it's been postponed for many men. But a lot of men get on the journey, but they don't even know they're on the journey. They don't know what's required. They don't know how long it's going to last. A lot of people stop the journey and suffer. My job is to get you through the journey so you don't have to suffer. And you can do it fast. You don't have to be on it forever. You can do it within a month. You can do it by 6 months, a year. But it's like a compound interest thing. Like the more further you go on your journey, your lessons, your growth compounds. So by the time you get closer to the end of the journey, you blow up. You have all the tools you need to survive the world we're living in. So what is the hero's journey? The hero's journey is a process that a man goes through to become an integrated man, to basically be a chosen man of God, to lead a flock of sheep, pretty much. And if you're up for that, you're up for that journey. I'm here to take you there. I'm here to show you the way. You can get on that journey. You can live a life of meaning and purpose every day and feel incredible every day of your life if you want to. Maybe you won't feel incredible every single day of your life. You'll still grow. You'll still have challenges. But you'll feel so blessed and so you'll have a rich life. And money won't be an issue for you. So that's pretty good. But here's the hero's journey. The first stage, dropping the mask. This is the stage that gets everyone. This is one of the worst parts of it. So you've been living this life your whole life, showing every people this is who you are, when really we hate it. We don't like ourselves. We're depressed, we're miserable, we're drinking, we're smoking dope, gambling, chasing hookers, massage parlors, whatever. When we're doing that stuff, we're living a double life. We're hiding. We're staying in our room. We're grounded in life. And so we got to drop that mask and confront ourselves. And other people are going to confront us too. And we got to clean that up. Got to drop off that mask. We got to let go of that. Okay? But here's the beautiful thing when you drop the mask. You can now, you're open to feeling. It probably sounds freaking horrible. Open to feeling. And it is. It kind of sucks. Honestly, it's not that much fun. You start coming out of the shadows. Because you drop the mask, you're okay to feel. You're okay to, be with your feelings somewhat. You're still running for validation. You're still running. You're not quitting anything. You're not quitting the drugs. You're not going to be able to quit for a little while. I'm just being honest with you. Addiction doesn't stop when the drug stops. It stops when the shame stops. We got to get you out of the shame. But in order to do that, we got to get this addiction not working anymore. How do we do that? We get that done by ruining it. Once you see you're wearing a mask, you're living a double life, and you're showing other people that this is who I am, but it's not really who you are, truth's got to come out. Now, we could be living in denial of this mask. Maybe there's some things that happen way before you were even conscious that we don't ever want to think about. Some really scary things happen to us that we don't want to think about that. We got to let that out. We got to pull out the old roots. We got to drop the mask. That's the process. But once we drop the mask, then it's like dropping the mask is like living inside a dark hole. And then you come to the sunlight for the first time. It's scary. The light burns. It's intense. But sooner or later, you start looking around and you see that, wow, there's a lot more to life than I originally thought. opportunities start opening up. Things start getting a little bit better. After we drop the mask, now we got to come out of the shadows. Now we're gonna have the courage to stop doing the behaviors that we don't like that we're doing. So the shame is gonna get less. Coming out of the shadows, we're gonna stop the addiction. It's not gonna work anymore. We've ruined it. The mask made the addiction fun. The hiding, the shame made it fun. You get rid of that, it's not as fun anymore. Maybe we were addicted to shame and pain the whole time. We weren't even addicted to the actual addiction. There you go. That's a free lesson right there. But it keeps going. There's more lessons. The next lesson is that after we come out of the shadows and the addiction stops, well, now that we don't need the addiction anymore, we got to remove the chains. Yes, we're chained. We're chained to certain doors in the house. We're chained to our bedroom. We're chained to the kitchen. We're chained these things, these things that give us validation, external validation. We got to cut the chains to validation, seeking approval, being the nice guy, doing everything for everyone else, being an asshole, being a dick. We got to drop those chains. And those chains are tough to drop. They suck. Because this is what you've been using to get your validation, is seeking it outside of you. But here's the deal. New truth bomb, get ready. No one out there is going to be able to be a better source of getting your needs met than you are. Our truth right there. That doesn't happen. That doesn't exist. People don't meet your needs better than you can. Okay? It's fantasy. It's a fantasy we all want to believe is real and is true. And it was at one point in our lives. It only happens for a little bit. From the ages of 1 to 3 years old, you're loved unconditionally by your mom. Maybe 1 to 5. After that, there's some conditions that come along. And so that exists when you're 1 to 5, but can you blame them? They need that. So you don't need that anymore. You can do it yourself. I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. Show you how to drop the chains so you can love yourself. Start loving yourself, you're going to be able to take off your armor. The armor is your feelings. You're going to be able to feel those by yourself. Shame, guilt, remorse, the worst feelings of your life, you're going to be able to feel those. I know it sounds really exciting. But once you feel those feelings, you're not afraid anymore. Because you love yourself enough to feel them. You will feel love you'll feel love all the time. And you'll have energy to create the life you want. You'll have a purpose. I'll tell you why. Because the energy we spend holding up a mask, hiding in the shadows, acting out, seeking validation and approval, holding on to shame and feelings and remorse and never feeling them and avoiding ourselves. The energy we spend doing all that stuff, once that's gone, is energy that's just stored. And it's begging to come out and create. And we don't need to fucking worry about other people meeting your feelings and meeting your needs all the time and you feel good all the time by yourself. You can give from abundance, you can receive from abundance. That's a journey. The journey is for you to receive from abundance. That's what's at stake for you. And you can do it fast. You can do it relatively quick. I'd say about 6 months to a year. That's what it takes to get there. It's inner work. But when you do it, you're free.